Hey everyone, welcome back to MG Guy Vintage Vehicles. Greg here again with 10 project cars available for sale across North America this week. You'll find links in the video description below for each of these vehicles. Enough talk, let's get on with today's project cars for sale. Alrighty, let's get her started here with a 1974 AMC Matador, listed for $2,500 US in Delaware, Ohio. It's been driven 70,000 miles and has an automatic transmission. From the seller's description, 1974 Matador, 304 automatic, has headers, dual exhaust, runs good shape for a 50-year-old car. Has been sitting for a while, don't know anything about it, I'll maybe trade. It needs a transmission, will need to be trailered, does have a title. Okay, this is the first of two Mustangs in today's video. Here we have a 1965 Ford Mustang, listed for $4,500 US in Dinwiddie, Virginia. It has an automatic transmission, and from the seller's description, this car is a project. 351 automatic car, runs and moves, no brakes, solid car overall. New doors, comes with the glass and new quarter panels. Car has tons of potential. Clean title. And from a Ford to a Chevy, here we have a 1972 Chevrolet Monte Carlo, listed for $5,500 US in Stevensville, Montana. It has an automatic transmission, and from the seller's description, 1972 Chevrolet Monte Carlo Coupe, great running, driving project. New tires, new coilovers, great running 350. Alright, really this car barely makes this list as a project. It's actually very nice for the price. 1966 Plymouth Valiant 100, listed for $5,000 US in Santa Clara, California. It has an automatic transmission, a clean title. This vehicle has no significant damage or problems. From the seller's description, 1966 Plymouth Valiant 2-door, zero rust that I can see. Interior and exterior were recently fully restored by the previous owners. 225 slant 6 with an automatic transmission. The good, it runs and runs pretty well. Gets smoky, but I believe it just needs new valve seals. Looks great, lights work, aftermarket turn signals installed. Clean title, tires are also fairly new, bought in 2021. The bad, there aren't any brakes left, zero brakes. Has a slow leak in the brake master cylinder. It is the original one. I would recommend getting a 2-pot master cylinder, easy conversion. You can fill the master cylinder and get a little bit of brakes, but it'll leak out in a few days. Needs a tow, fantastic little Valiant, awesome cruiser. I'm moving, otherwise I'd keep driving it. Video shows a cold start, always fires right up, idles quietly. Alright, next up we have a 1976 Porsche 914, listed for $2,500 US in Springfield, Virginia. It's been driven 76,000 miles and has a manual transmission. From the seller's description, this is a roller with no engine or transaxle. The longitudinals and rear of floor is rusted. The body panels have rust spots, but would just require small patches. 4-foot wheels. Title in hand. And here we have a 1953 Chevrolet Bel Air, listed for $1,500 US in Pleasant Hill, Missouri. It has a manual transmission, and from the seller's description, 1953 Bel Air 2-door sedan, decent body with good floor pan, tried to show in the pictures. Front clip, as you can see, is not original to the car. Original drivetrain, standard transmission. Hasn't run for a long time, project. I do have an old title matching the car. Alrighty, here we have a 1974 Jeep Wrangler, listed for $3,500 US in Cookeville, Tennessee. It has a manual transmission and is listed in fair condition. From the seller's description, 74 Jeep CJ, 304 V8, not sure of miles, put a Holly carb with electric choke, front disc brake conversion, runs good, needs new donuts on manifold, comes with some extras. Have an extra transmission that goes with it, although nothing wrong with the one in it. I have a tubular front bumper, new steering rod, a wiring harness for signals and lights. Nice aluminum rims, been sitting in the garage for a few years, just haven't had time to get it out, so going to sell it. Tires won't hold air long and it will need a new battery. No trades, clear title. Alright, here with a 1964 Chevrolet Corvair, listed for $1,550 US in Grants Pass, Oregon. It has an automatic transmission, and from the seller's description, project in the making. Fresh paint, motor runs, have all glass, no title. This is a cheap price, will not take any less. Maybe trade. Next up, we have a 1966 International Scout 800, listed for $3,600 US in Lexington, South Carolina. It has a manual transmission, and from the seller's description, runs well in yard drives, needs floor pans and some restoring. Also has some original Scout rims. The rims on the Scout are nice, with 33.12 half tread, have a carb rebuild kit, new battery, new distributor, plugs and wires and coil. Thanks for looking. Alrighty, who's been waiting for that second Mustang that I mentioned? Here we have a 1973 Ford Mustang, listed for $6,700 US in Springfield, Missouri. It has an automatic transmission, and from the seller's description, 1973 Mustang Grand, 351 Cleveland engine, needs brakes, did have a side impact with previous owner, but all has been fixed except the paint. Top portion of motor rebuilt. I also have a box full of original cosmetic parts. Serious inquiries only. Must be towed home due to the brakes. We'll consider some trades, RVs, and campers. Okay, so that's it for today's Project Cars. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button so you'll be notified when future videos go live. I also post videos twice a week on Sundays and Wednesdays of running classic vehicles available for sale for under $15,000 across North America if you're looking for a ready-to-drive classic vehicle. If you're enjoying my content, I've set up a channel membership. You can click the join button below or the link in the channel description, and you'll have access to extra perks including early access to each and every video before they go live on YouTube. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.